Hello everybody, I'm Chris Johns. I'm one of the co-founders of PassageWay Smart Digital Signs. Our cities and transport authorities around the world face a common problem. They all need to get many more customers onto the public transport networks. This is both to recover the revenues lost during the pandemic, but also to meet the UN 2030 sustainability goals. But the problem is that a lot of the access points onto the public transport network were designed and built for a paper-based age, so are no longer fit for purpose. And we believe that by using real-time information, that we can make a difference. A lot of our work is based upon the thinking of these guys. I don't know if you've ever come across them. Richard Thaler and Cass Sunstein produced this book called Nudge, which is all about the idea of liberal paternalism and nudging behavioral change. And the idea behind it is that you can nudge people into making a choice that's not only the best one for them, but the better one for society and the environment as a whole. But the cornerstone of that process is to make the decision simple. And that's what we've done with public transport. So what we do is that we transform any connected screen into a real-time digital sign, displaying detailed route information, onward travel status, disruption notifications, and much more. And by doing so, what we do is that we remove the anxiety that many customers feel when they're considering public transport as their transport choice. We've worked with Transport for London for a number of years, and their internal research has shown that when they add a real-time digital sign to a location that didn't previously have any real-time information, they see demand at that place increase by about 50%. So we know that what we do works. Now, the image you've got here is for a bus shelter, but we also do signs that link places like stadiums and schools. And during the pandemic, TfL put in digital signs in all the hospitals across London to help the staff and the patients and the visitors, such that they get home and get to the hospital. We were one of the winners of the inaugural Transport for Wales lab. And our digital signs, we deliver them as URLs. And the idea is that they're as simple as they could possibly be. So there's no registration, there's no login, there's no heavy download. All you need is an internet-connected screen to be able to see the information. And we extended that idea for Transport for Wales to come up with this idea for a personal passenger information system. And basically how it works is that it was for the pre-booked leisure sector. So when people bought their tickets, either online or in the machine at the station, we would insert a short URL code into the ticket receipt, and people would be able to enter that URL into their device, whatever device that was, and they'd be able to get a personal journey information digital sign, showing all the details of their journey, plus other stuff around it, like how much parking there is at the entry and exit points for the particular stations, onward travel status, audio guides, plus how to contact the onboard guard. Now, unfortunately, the pandemic came in the way of that one being progressed. But what we got from the accelerator was a relationship with Transport for Wales and the lab. And so when this next idea came up, we approached Transport for Wales, and they loved it, and so now we're doing it. And what we're doing is that we're bringing true train information to rural train stations. So what we're doing here is that we're taking the live geolocation of the train and then enabling customers at the rural train station to be able to scan a QR code on a poster and open a personal digital sign with that true train information. So it's not timetabled information, it's the actual geolocation of that train. You know, a lot of startups, well, I can only speak for my startup actually, one of the reasons why we do accelerators is A, because we want to build relationships, B, we want to get momentum and traction. And that's what we got with our experience from working with the Transport for Wales Accelerator. And I just want to talk a little bit about where we've been since we've been on that. So we just agreed a new multi-year contract with Transport for London. We're rolling out about 120 plus smart bus shelters across the London Borough of Croydon. And we've just completed prototypes, which you can see on the screen in the reception area, for Melbourne. We won a global innovation tender to work with their innovation team. And what has been great is to take our experience of working with Transport for Wales and the sort of understanding of how the larger organisations work together and with people like us. And we've enjoyed it very much. We enjoyed working with TFW, we enjoyed Alt Labs, we enjoyed working with the rest of the cohort as well. And it's been a great experience, and we're looking forward to working with them in the future as well. That's me. Thank you so much.